Is with us. Kenny, of all the defeats this season, in some ways, is that the most heartbreaking?
Probably, but same old story. Not with us enough one box. Give away a cheap goal. Other side, and then just don't show enough bravery, enough balls, enough character to go and get back in the game. Everything that was good in the first half, as soon as there was a bit more pressure on us, seemed to go. That's down to us on the pitch. That's down to us. We keep saying about responsibility and accountability. Don't see enough of it, to be honest. When things were going good in the first half, and it was really good, but what's a good 45 minutes when you don't get anything off the back yet? When you're on the run that you're on, it's not enough. And you know, it's, as I say, it's the same old story, and you guys have got somebody out here every week telling the same things and saying we'll be better, we'll do this, we'll do that. It's words, isn't it? It's words.
When you say accountability and responsibility, what do you mean? How does a team show that?
Well, when you look at the chances we give up, the goals we give up, the positions that we get in, that's down to us. That's nothing to do with anything else. That's down to us on the pitch about doing more, taking responsibility, going and dealing with the ball when it comes in our box better. Go and take responsibility when it's in the opposition third. Go and make something happen. Who's going to be the one that stands up? Sarge hasn't scored for a few games. It shows how much we rely on him. We cannot rely on one guy. It's not possible. It's not possible with the players we've brought in, with the quality we've got. We cannot rely on one guy. Somebody needs to step up and go and take a bit of pressure off his shoulders. Listen, he thrives on pressure, but when you've got one guy who you rely on so much, we all need to step up. We all need to do so much more. And as I say, everybody will be fed up hearing somebody out here every week saying the same things. You're asking the same questions, same answers, all cliche, we'll be better, we'll do this, we'll work harder. If there's no action taken, then what our fans are meant to think, do you know what I mean? It's everything I'm saying here is words. It needs to be put on the pitch, it needs to be put into practice. We really do work hard through the week. So same we'll work harder, we work hard enough. We shouldn't need to work harder. We work as hard as we can. It's about just when it gets to listen, it is margins in this league, and the margins are going the other way, but it's not a coincidence that it's every week. It can't be. It's about going and really stepping up and, as I say, show some balls.
You said there about the quality you've got. There'll be fans who'll be doubting that there is the quality. You're in the bottom three now. Is the quality there? Where do you see it?
The quality maybe should be doubted because it's not coming out enough. When you see one action being to a high level, and we speak about this all the time, we do something brilliant, but then the next action's, you're scratching your head, and that's where we're at. You can't play in this league in moments. That's not how it. You need to be taking part in the game at all times, and it's not happening enough right now. It is easy for me again to say there's quality. I'd love to be seeing it. Love to be seeing it more. Every one of us stepping up, showing more. Yeah, I think people have got a right to doubt that there is, and again, that's completely on us as players. We put things in place. We analyse. We've got so much staff doing so much work, giving us so much information to be as good as we can be when we step onto that pitch. And when you see the moments that are good, that's what we should be so much more. And then I wish I had an answer to why it isn't there all the time. I really do. I wish I had an answer.
You've been at the club a long time. It's a club that makes bold ambitions and says it's pushing for the top six, but it's currently in the bottom three. Is that embarrassing?
Yeah. Listen, we don't shy away from what we've said that we want to achieve this season and what we are as a club. And the position we're in, again, completely on us. I feel the fans' frustration, I feel their anger. We've got every right to be. It's their club, and we've got the privilege of representing them, representing this football club, and right now we're not doing enough, and that's why we get the reaction that we're getting. There's nobody else to blame but us. It's completely, just the way they're being with us. Honestly, I think the players should get more. That's my opinion. I hear a lot of things about other people at the football club. We're going on that football pitch and not doing enough for this club, not doing enough for this badge. It's on us. Trust me, it's on us. Thank you.
Kenny, sorry, just a couple, but I think the manager spoke on Saturday about having to, or before the game, about having to develop leaders. Do you feel you've got kind of those leaders? I think people clearly look at you, but is there others that you see within this group who, if they aren't that at the moment, could develop into that?
Again, it's easy for me to say it is, because do we see it? Do we see it enough? No, we don't. We don't see enough of anything right now. So, my response to that is going to look like, again, it's just words which is constantly just being thrown about. We do have people through the week who are, we do, maybe we need to be more ruthless, more nasty with each other. I don't know if we're too nice. Maybe we need to, is that going to get best out of people? Listen, we're very demanding day to day, every single day, the demands that are put on us for the staff, from each other, but that's obviously going to be ramped up. It's got to be. To get the best out of each other, we need to be on each other every day, and maybe it's not enough. I thought it was. But when we're not getting the results, performances, anything going our way, we need to do more somewhere.
There's a lot in that dressing room who are experiencing the Championship either for the first time or this is their second season. Is there, I guess, too many of those kind of players? Is there enough of kind of the solid performers that you can kind of rely on every week, do you think?
I feel like you're half given as an excuse here, do you know what I mean? That's the last thing I'm going to stand here and say, we don't have enough players that have played in this league. That doesn't, you get moments in games where it's nothing to do with the league. Of course, the intensity of the league throughout the whole season, you'll see that, and it'll be a case of maybe there's not experience there, but in individual moments and isolated moments in matches, the mistakes we're making, the quality not shown the other side of the pitch, I don't think that's down to experience. And I don't think anybody wants me to sit here and say, yeah, we need more experience for this league, because, as I say, it's words, but there is quality, and believe it or not, there is quality.
Yeah, final two. I mean, are you seeing a different Norwich City side at the moment in training and some of the stuff that you're doing there to what you're seeing in matches? And is it, like you say, down to that kind of pressure that's being put on you? Because it felt like once that goal went in, it was going to be very difficult for you guys to get back into the game.
It did, and that's what I've just said at the end of the game. When the first half, it looked how we, believe it or not, look through the week, the way we move the ball, the way we cause ourselves problems in training, and that's what the first half was. We played most of the game in their half, and then they were going to come after us. I wouldn't say they came after us. They were a bit more aggressive, maybe, not too much, but as soon as they got the goal, was there as much options with the ball? Was there as much people making runs? Was there as much unselfish things happening on the pitch? I'm not sure. It didn't look like it from the outside. I'm sure it didn't feel like that. So that's the moments that you step up. We're in at half time and we're saying, yeah, it was a decent half, but again, what's a decent half in this league?
Final one, like you say, 5 defeats in the relegation zone. People are going to look at the manager. Is that, from what you said there about you guys maybe shouldering more and taking more responsibility, is that too simplistic, just to look at the manager and say it, and other people at the club, and to say actually it's all their issues? You clearly feel it's more on the players as well.
It can't be all their issues. I don't see how it can. When you see how we can perform in that first half, listen, I'm not saying it was pretty good, but when you see what we can do and then we don't do it when there's a bit of pressure, I don't get that. I don't get why that can be the manager. It's not him putting that pressure on us. It's us about, again, it's responsibility. But again, that's just words, and there's not enough being taken at this moment in time. I get the frustration throughout the whole club. I get it. I'm not going to sit here and say who's to blame. Everybody's to blame. We all shoulder the blame. We all take responsibility. But players, we need to do better.
Thanks, Kenny.